There is one archetype of fighting game characters that isn't my cup of tea, and it's zoners. I prefer to be close to my opponent so I can attempt to counterattack, but that's why I really love grapplers. But there's one zoner that I really like to play, and one that I've been obsessed with lately, and it's Testament from Guilty Gear. There's one thing that I really like about Testament, especially in Strive, is that they're hot. I will not lie, that's like the whole main reason. So for today's video, I would like to talk about Testament and what I like about them. Before I begin, I will briefly go over their history in the series. So Testament first appeared in the first Guilty Gear game, and they are a gear themselves. Basically, a gear is a creature that is capable of mass destruction like Dizzy, Sinkiski, Dr. Paradigm, Justice, and Soul Bad Guy. Basically, Testament held a tournament like every other fighting game at that time, but it turns out it was just a ruse to revive Justice. Testament even sacrificed themselves to revive Justice and succeeded until Soul Bad Guy beat Justice. Then we get to the Accent Core games. Basically, Testament only did that tournament stuff due to them being under Justice's control. They eventually find Dizzy and befriend her while also protecting her from bounty hunters as she has a price on her head from being the daughter of Justice. And that's basically it. Testament wasn't an Xrd and is just chilling for the most part. Testament then finally came back in Strife and oh my god, they're hot! Also, Testament is non-binary, and that's why I kept saying they for Testament. I don't mind Testament being non-binary, more power to them. That's not the reason why I like them though. I like Testament because they're a chill person, and they swing around a giant scythe, and they use two succubuses, that one turns into a bird, and the other Testament's scythe. Now that is pretty awesome. I also like their color palettes. Testament is goth, and I fucking love it. While I like the 16th and 7th alt for them. So with Testament's history and my thoughts on them over, let's dive into their moveset. So now you'll see how Testament is a zoner. They can throw out this one projectile on the ground or in the air, and you'll notice the one succubus on a heart lands where the projectile lands. Testament can teleport to where the succubus is, and it's pretty handy. Like one time I used it to dodge Sin Super, and it worked. Testament can also send the bird out as a projectile, and it will also go after the heart thing, like the teleporting gimmick. Then Testament can summon a blood demon on the ground or in the air. Testament also has one gimmick called Stain. Basically, if the Crow or Testament's Succubus super hits, then this purple aura glows around them, and if Testament hits them, then Stain does a follow-up attack. Also, Testament's 6 Heavy Slash is stupidly good. It hits far away, and I like to follow up with the Flying Bird move. Plus, I would keep falling for it when I would fight Testament. Then we go to their supers. Testament throws out their succubuses, and they go out and attack, and I kinda don't like this one that much. If you want the opponent to stay away from you for a moment, then it's pretty good, but I can't combo this super very much, unless I whip out 6H. Then there's their other super. Basically, Testament summons a big blood demon, and it has an invincible startup, and I really like this one. So yeah, Testament is a pretty easy zoner with some good moves. For a combo, I like to do a close slash to 2H, to the air projectile, and end with the blood demon super. So I really like Testament. They're a fun, easy to learn zoner, and they're hot and goth. What else is there to say? Why yes, I would like to join you for tea there, Testament. I started to play as Testament because I was starting to get fed up with people just spamming the blood demon moves and the stupidly good 6H move that I keep falling for. And whenever I play, I keep telling myself, hey, I do not want to be like that. I also started playing Guilty Gear again because I kind of got my fighting game groove back, and I can thank Geese Howard for that. And I wanted to see if people would watch my videos again if I return to talk about fighting game stuff. I would like to talk about fighting games and other games and media that I like, so we'll see how that goes. If you guys have any advice on how to play Testament, I am all ears. I would love to hear any advice you guys have to offer. So that's all I gotta say today, folks, and I will see you later. Wait, what time is it? Oh damn, I gotta go have tea with Testament soon. Goodbye!